Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you can hear me because I'm filming right by my window and I live right by the highway, so there's a lot of noise. I am in the process of getting my whole YouTube filming thing back together, so yeah. And sorry ahead of time if I keep playing with my hair, but I just did it. And you know how you haven't trained your hair yet, so it just looks weird. As you can tell from the title of this video, I am going to be doing a manifestation video that has to do with my experience. I know my channel has been mainly focused on hair reviews, baby stuff, pregnancy, but I am going to tap into what I want to do, what I'm experiencing, and all the things that all the content that I've actually wanted to put on my channel, I'm gonna do. Whether it gets views or not, YouTube is my passion. So yeah, this is something that I'm going to focus on doing for me, not for like anyone else. If you're not into manifestation or you don't believe in hype, or just kindly exit. Do us all a favor, because I know what I believe. I know my beliefs. I know what I am very comfortable with my spirituality, but you know, it's not the same for everybody. So I would just appreciate if you guys just leave. Okay, so if you guys look at my channel, you can see like another video that says shopping for my dream car. I'll put like a suggestion thing right above here so that you can click on that video and go watch that video, because I actually film me going to the dealership, looking at the car, touching the car, feeling the car, getting all the specs about it, but not actually purchasing it that day. Just watch that video if you haven't watched it already. I'm trying to keep this short because I can go on and on and on about this type of stuff, but I'm going to try to keep it short. After I gave birth to my daughter, I was thinking about a vehicle for myself. I was actually thinking about upgrading my life, period, but I was just thinking about, you know, what type of vehicle I would want, because in the past I've really just gotten cars that I've saw and got, you know, like they weren't really attachments to me, like they weren't something I actually wanted per se. I ended up looking into Mercedes. I've never had a Mercedes before. My friend at the time had a Mercedes CLA, and I'll try to insert a picture of that vehicle if you guys don't know what that is. She had that vehicle, and I was like, oh, okay, like I like Mercedes, I like the look of it, but I have kids, so that vehicle was just like a little too small, and I did not want an SUV. So I was like, dang, what other car would I want? Like, let me see if Mercedes has to have something else. So that's when I ran across the C300. And when I tell you guys, now this is all about manifestation. Like when you want something, you literally put it out there in the universe. You think about it, you visualize it, you touch it, you feel it, you tell yourself you're going to get it. Like, don't tell yourself how, don't tell yourself why you deserve it. Like, don't focus on any of that. Just focus on what you want. I did two things. I manifested, I practiced that manifestation, what I just told you guys, I practiced that, and I also did scripting, which is another thing that I'll get into on another video. But basically it's just writing down everything that you guys want into a book as if you already have it. Manifestation and scripting, so those are two things that I practiced while wanting this vehicle. I also became educated on the vehicle, so I looked up YouTube videos, reviews, compared specs about the vehicle, just so I know about it, because I knew that I wanted it, I just didn't know everything about it. So it got to the point where if I'm riding down the street or something, I could literally point out my type of vehicle that I want just by looking on it, like visualizing it and seeing it just passing by me. I'm like, yep, that's my vehicle. That's what I would do for months and months and months and months. I was still thankful for the vehicle that I was currently driving, currently had. I wasn't like obsessed with getting this vehicle. I wanted it and I knew I was gonna get it, and I told myself I was gonna get it. I didn't know how I was gonna get it. I didn't know when I was gonna get it. I just knew I was gonna get it. Like, I just told myself, you're about to get this car. Like, period. Like, you're about to get this car. And I never let go of that thought. I never let go of that thought. That thought of knowing that I'm about to do something, never let it go, because that's how you really manifest something. Don't listen to somebody telling you you can't do this, you can't do that, or it won't happen, and this won't happen. Like, y'all need to cut those people out your life first of all, because they're not real people. Don't ever listen to those type of people, because then you start to think like that, and you start to tell yourself you're not capable of doing that. When I wanted that vehicle, I was in no position to actually get that vehicle. Like, I wasn't. Not until 4 months later I got that vehicle. Manifestation, like I said, you don't want to be obsessed with it, but you do want to put out there in the universe, tell them what you want, visualize it, touch it, feel it, like really put your mind knowing that that's what you're gonna have, and then release it and be grateful. That's one thing, like that's a big thing. Be grateful. Be grateful for what you currently have, because part of that goes into receiving. If you're not grateful for what you have already, why should you even just be deserving of, you know, what you want? Like, you know what I mean? So when I tell you guys, this is part of the reason why I was off of YouTube, because we went through such a bad time. And during that time, I was still not telling myself, like, oh, you're not gonna get nothing, like, you're not gonna get this car, like, there's no way. Like, when I tell you I was so far from getting this car, like, so far, but I never gave up on thinking I was gonna have it. Like, something, it's just in me that I told myself, yo, you're about to get this car soon. Instead of focusing on like why you can't have it right now, just focus on like what things that you can change around you, so you'll be prepared to receive that. So that's what I did. I started with my job. At the time, I was at a lounge. If you guys don't know, I work at a lounge. I'm in that type of industry. I am also going to be putting out videos about me working in a lounge and how it compares and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I was at one lounge and I didn't have a good experience. Unfortunately, those type of situations in that industry, you don't have good experiences. But it's so crazy, because when I told myself I wanted this vehicle and that I'm going to get this vehicle, I focused on my pockets. I focused on getting my money right so that I can get this vehicle. And once I put that thought in my head, I literally landed a job at another lounge like this. Like I was like, that happened quick. But I wasn't that surprised, because I was like, yo, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, this is something I told myself I was going to be doing. You don't get too surprised when you start to see the stuff that you do manifest. I manifested a lot of things, and I'm still manifesting things, but the vehicle is just something I want to talk about. After I landed a job that I didn't think, but I landed the job that happened so fast. Like, they literally, boom, never saw me before, never sent them pictures, went in for an interview, literally got hired on the spot. And I'm like, okay, making good money, great. In February, I was gifted with my vehicle. But when you manifest something, don't get stuck on when it's gonna come to you and how it's gonna come to you, because that's, you don't know. You just know that you're gonna get it and that you're not giving up on that thought. So back in, I want to say June 2018, I was starting my manifestation of getting this vehicle. It wasn't, and then October 2018, I went to actually touch it, feel it, look at it, study it. Well, I wanted to test drive it, but I didn't get to that day. So that was in October. And then February of 2019, I was actually surprised with the vehicle. Same exact model I wanted, headlights, package, everything. I literally had to stop. Like, I had to stop. Probably heard my daughter screaming her head off in the background. She's like right on the bed now, so if you guys hear her, like, that's her. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Like, I literally don't remember where I left off at. After I found out what vehicle I wanted, which was in June of 2018, that's when I actually told myself that I was going to get the vehicle, my dream car. February or March, I actually landed this job that I'm currently at, and it's been working out so well for me. And this is the job I was meant to have, not for life, but to, this is the reason why I'm at this job. It's the reason why I'm at this point. And it started off with me wanting my vehicle because it's a job that I can afford my vehicle, pay for it, and still be okay. Things aligned for me, like in general with my life, that I wanted for me, and then my vehicle came. Manifestation for me is not something that is new. Like, it's new that I'm practicing, but it's not something new that I've ever heard of. Like, I've never heard of manifestation. Ever since I was young, I have been a very spiritual person. I've been very into astrology, zodiac, like just an astro babe. Like, I've been very much into like astrology and all of that, how it works. But I recently like as of last year started to like exactly like be serious about manifesting what I wanted, because I believe that I've always manifested what I wanted, but it was never like the right things. It was always like the wrong things. But since last year, I've been doing a good job in manifesting what I actually want. And I don't want people to think like, oh, well, if someone gave it to you, that's not manifesting. Like, does anybody just drop off a Benz to you? Like, no, for real, like, just ask yourself that. Does that happen in your everyday life? Because it doesn't happen in mine. And two, it could have been any vehicle. It literally could have been any vehicle. Hell, it could have been another Mercedes. The particular style that I wanted, color, headlights, sunroof, like all the fixings that I wanted literally was waiting for me. Because let me tell you something, where my fiance got this vehicle from, they don't even sell Mercedes. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's more than just like, oh, okay, well, someone bought that for you, so you're just, that's just how that happened. No, because it wasn't even from a dealership that has Mercedes brand vehicles, you know what I mean? They don't even sell those. And this particular vehicle was the exact same one that landed on this dealership that my fiance so happened to be at, with the exact same specs that I wanted. Like, I could have got the vehicle myself, but he wanted to surprise me. So, you know, get you a real one, that's what they do. But I'm keeping that in there. Could have been any vehicle, guys. It really could have been any vehicle. And it was the one for me. It was mine. It was mine. Talking about manifestation and astrology and zodiac, like, that gets me like goosebumps. Like, it really gets, I could sit here and talk about it forever, because it's everlasting conversation. Like, I love having everlasting conversations with people. But yeah, I'm excited to put out more content. But thank you guys for watching. Follow my social media, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching.